After a diagnosis of Hodgkin's and the treatment that one needs, people are changed. There are differences that a person may feel in lots of areas in their lives. And the good news is that a lot of these things where you might feel a change will both get better with time, but also there are things people can do to make that faster and better, to get back to what we call a new normal. One of the major areas that people feel very frequently after a diagnosis is what's termed fear of recurrence. Usually that's a consideration for the first 5 years or so. And during that time, people can feel like they're living kind of under the sword of Damocles, as in waiting for the other shoe to drop, so to speak. And that can be really challenging emotionally. So learning how to live with that anxiety or that perception that something bad may happen now that you've been through one cancer, fear that it could come back or you could have a new cancer problem, that's a real challenge for many people. And the good news is, again, that there are experts and there are strategies that can help people to manage that anxiety so that it's not something that's pervasive in their day-to-day life and people do get through that time. Another major area that people often feel is that they're not quite the same anymore physically. So people may have literal and emotional scars from going through treatment that changes the way they can interact in their day-to-day world. They may not be able to work in the same way because they're tired. They may not be able to care for their children in the same way, at least for a short period of time, sometimes in the long term. And that can be very emotionally difficult. So we call that role functioning, and trying to figure out how to get back to either normal role functioning or, again, a new normal for role functioning can be a real challenge. And again, there's help. There are things people can do to get both support in case of resource issues, as well as to learn how to navigate this new world where they may be different in terms of their abilities.